welcome back to Stylish Nigeria YouTube channel. If you are new to the channel, you are highly and very welcome. For my old subscribers, you're welcome. I appreciate each and every one of you that have subscribed to Stylish Nigeria YouTube channel and that have supported this channel. Thank you so much. Okay, so if you are new, please hit on that bell on the side to get an update whenever I upload a new video. And then if you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button. I really appreciate if you will hit on the like button. Please do that. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to cut and sew an off-shoulder dress. So you can see the picture up from the thumbnail, and these are the basic measurement that we need for this. We need the bust measurement. That's the circumference. So the bust measurement is actually 34. I'm going to add 6 inches to it because if you notice, it has some tiny pleats to make it 40, and then the shoulder and the chest line, shoulder or the chest is 30 inches, and then the full length of the dress is 36. So these are basically the measurements that we have here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fold my fabric. We're going to cut out 2 flay. We're not doing it like one big round flay. We'll cut out 2 flays. Always better that way. It gives your dress more structure. Okay, so if you want to register for my online classes, you can see my number scrolling through the screen. Just send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll give you the details of the classes we have available right now. Okay, so when cutting an off-shoulder circle dress like this, any off-shoulder dress, we're going to be dropping our measurement by 5 inches. So what I'm going to do now, because I'm going to add to my shoulder line, so that shoulder line, if you notice, because it has some tiny pleats there, that's 6 inches that I added here. I'm going to add it here. So that's the 6 inches extra that I'm adding on the bust line. I'm going to add it here also. So I have 36 here. So that will now be for my chest line. So that 36, what I will do, instead of using 30, which is 7.5, 30 inches, that's what we're using for the shoulder line. Instead of using 30, so when you divide 30 into 4, normally you are going to have 7.5. This is 7.5. So I'm just going to increase it a little bit because it's going to have pleats. So what I have here now, so I'm adding an extra of about 2.5 inches to it. So because we'll pleat it that way. So that will give me like a guide on where to start, where the chest line is going to be. That's the chest line slash the shoulder. So I have it here already, and then I'm going to drop it 5 inches because it is an off shoulder. So I'll take it like this, and then I'll mark it to the down part. So you can see the down part here. So I have not gotten I have 35 inches. I will just go ahead and mark and increase again so that I can get my 36 inches. Okay, so I have my 36 inches now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go ahead and mark it round like this. So I've marked it round. So for the down part, I'm going to do an overlock for the down part. So if you want to fold or hem yours, you can add an extra inches to that. Okay, so now we have marked out our dress. The next thing we're going to do now, we're going to add our shoulder, our round sleeve measurement. So because we have dropped this point with 5 inches already, normally my armhole is 9 inches, which is 18, but because it's an off shoulder, I'm going to reduce it a little bit because I don't want it to be too deep because of that cape. So I'll just reduce it by 1 inches. So I'll have 8 here. So on this part like this, I'm just going to mark this. I'll just create like this. So you notice this is 8 inches. If I'm taking it full, it's going to come like this. But because of the off shoulder, so remember that you are taking out 5 inches before you mark the armhole. If you are using 9, you mark it here. If you are using 10, you mark it here so you can see. So note. So I just go ahead like this. I'll mark it out. And then from this point like this, I'm just going to cut along that line. So that's how simple this dress is. So this part, we're going to pleat this part to fit to 30 inches. That will size the chest part. So I hope you understand what I have done. I'll go ahead now, cut this, and then I'll use this to cut out the back also. We're cutting the two the same. It does not have any zip at the back. And then we'll just go and stitch. Okay, guys, so you can see what I have on the table. So I've cut out both the back and the front, like I said. So the next thing I have here, I have a piece of fabric. I just cut it on bias. It's about 1 inch, 1.5 inch. So the essence of this is I'm going to use this to pipe the armhole. So you can, if since I'm not adding a lining, I'll just use it to pipe the armhole so it will be neat. After that, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use this. So I cut out another fabric that we're going to use for like the cape. So the fabric is about 6 inches, and then the full length here, what I have here is 45. So I cut out two pieces. I'm going to join them together. So I want it to be long. So I'll join them together like this, and then I'll go ahead, I'll fold it, I'll sew it and turn it. You understand? I'll sew it and then turn it. So I'll have a very long strap like this. So that this part now that we're going to attach the shoulder to. So it's a very simple dress. So let's go and do that. I'll sew this, turn it, and then turn my armhole. And then I'll show you how we are going to connect the top part to it. Okay, guys, so you can see my armhole. So I finished piping the armhole area. So the next thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to do, you can decide if it is gathers you want to do on this part, that's the neckline part, if it is gathers you want to do, or if it is split you want to do. So, but what I'm going to do now, I'm going to, because you know my round chest line, which is like the shoulder, is 30 inches. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go ahead and make this to be 15 inches. That's, is either you pleat it however you want to do it, but just make it to that measurement, to your round shoulder measurement or round chest measurement, wherever, depends on where you are putting your band. So just do that. I'll go ahead now, just hold mine together with tiny pleats. Okay, guys, so you can see, so I've put that part together now. So you see how it is looking, your round chest or shoulder, depends on where you are placing it, like I said, measurement. So you can see the armhole. So the next thing, I'm going to join them on the side together. So I'll join the side on the both sides together before we attach our rope. So for the rope, so you can see the cape. So I finished ironing, I finished stitching and turning and iron. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, guys, so I finished stitching, I finished joining the side. So the next thing, I'm going to show you how we're going to attach this. So because I joined mine on the center, so this is the center part. So there's something I'm going to do now. I'm going to stitch, I'm going to pick one piece of this, and then I'm going to stitch from this point now to this armhole point. When I get to this armhole part, I'm going to stop, and then from here I'll stitch to the second armhole part also like this, and then I'm going to stop, and then we'll continue from there. So you start from the center. Okay, so now I finished stitching on one side, just like I explained to you. So this is one side now, that's the back. So now we're going to join these two together now. So I hope you can see it. So this part is really important. So you cannot just as in join it like this. If you join it like this, you can see how tiny this place is. It will not enter. So what you will do, your armhole measurement, that is what you are going to use. And you know that my armhole measurement, when I measured initially, I used 9 inches. So actually used 9 inches. So that 9 inches, I'm going to try now to get my 9 inches. So in doing that, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep releasing this part like this. I hope you can see. So I'll release it. As I release it, I'm going to measure to make sure that I have 9 inches. So this is how you measure it. You measure it like this. So you can say I have more than 9 inches. So I'm going to just try and see. So you need an extra here like this. So you just check it. Make sure you check it. If you don't check it, it's going to be too tight or too big. So you place your tape like this. I hope you can see it. You place your tape like this, and then I'm going to measure. So you can see I have about 9 inches now. So I'm going to leave it like this. So literally, this is where I'm going to start stitching from. You understand? So this part now is going to stay like this. So you hope you can see. So I'm going to just I'll make a mark here like this. I'll make a mark here, and then it's from this mark now. I'm just going to take this. So that's the mark. I'm going to take this now. So I have this extra. I'm trying to explain this so much because this is like the trick of this style. So I'll just put it like that. I have 9 inches already. So now just take it like this, and then I'll stitch to this other end now of the second front part of the off shoulder. I'll stitch it the cape like this, and when I get to this part again, I'll stop and then measure this part also. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain. Okay guys, so you can see I finished stitching it, stitching the other side. So from the original picture, you know this part, you are not going to stitch this part together. This part is going to be tied together. That's when you put it on, you tie this part to fit your chest measurement or your shoulder measurement. But I just want to like do this as a double video. For instance, if you don't want to tie it, remember, if you don't want to tie it, maybe you are just running the cape, you want the cape to run around, the same thing we did in that front part, that's what you are going to do. So that means your cape, you are going to cut the rope, you are going to cut it from somewhere here, and then you are going to take this one like this, let it go to the back. So just ignore this, and then you make sure you measure this point, make sure that it fits into your round sleeve measurement. Then it's going to be a dress that has a cape like this but does not have any rope. So that's how you do that. But this part is not closed, it's open like this. So when you put it on now, you just tie it by yourself together like this, tie it to fit into your measurement, as in your chest measurement. So that is so I'll go ahead, I'll place it on the mannequin for you to see the final look. The dress actually came out really beautiful. I'll fold it down. So if you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Subscribe to Stylish Nigeria YouTube channel. Please support Stylish Nigeria YouTube channel. Please, I really need you guys' support right now. Okay, guys. So at the end of the day, you can see how our off-shoulder circle dress came out. It actually came out very well. So if you want yours to be fuller, you just fold yours and make it as full as you want. So thank you so much. If you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to Stylish Nigeria YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.